Today we're going to be looking at my YouTube bag. I'm going to break down my entire gear list for YouTube and street photography. We'll go through item by item. And as a cool bonus today, my buddy Ryan lent me his DJI Pocket 3 and he has the Creator Combo Pack. So you can kind of almost view mine as a little bit of a higher budget or medium budget option versus more of an entry level or lower budget option to get you started in vlogging or YouTube.
Let's get started.
All right, so this is Flonaut. I'm Brad.
If you're new to the channel, we talk about things like minimalism, cars, visual arts, and tattoos.
If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It's been awesome chatting with you guys in the comments. And for all of you new people on, I hope to see you in the comments as well. So we're gonna start off with an entire breakdown of my gear list, what's inside my YouTube bag. And there's a lot to go through. So if you see me looking down, I got everything written out on my phone. If you want a detailed breakdown of the entire thing, everything's gonna be in the description and I'll do a price breakdown as well. So in my gear bag, I have the Sony FX30. That's what I'm currently shooting on. It has the Sony E15mm f1.4G lens. I actually bought this as a combo on B&H. So if you want to source B&H, that's probably where I'll have it linked below. I have the Sony ECM B1M digital shotgun mic. Again, that's where you're hearing the audio.
I'm actually going to be cutting back and forth between the DJI wireless mic 2 to show you a nice audio comparison of both.
But the main audio that you're hearing right now is from that shotgun mic. It's very versatile. There's a whole bunch of different settings for gain adjustments and low cut filters and noise cut filters. And I'll link to a guy who does a detailed breakdown because I won't be getting into all the tech specs. So next thing is the Sony 55mm multi-coated protector filter. If you're gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a lens, spend the extra $60 to protect your lens. This thing basically just screws right on the front of the lens to avoid scratches, and you never know. I've been out in public and you accidentally drop your camera on the ground or whatever it is.
Look what you did, you little jerk!
You don't want that huge scratch to go across. That just sounds like a nightmare. So spend the small amount of money to protect the lens. Next thing is the Sony 160GB CF Express Type A tough memory card. This one could go either way. This is pretty expensive for a memory card. I'll list the price again, but I think it's like $300 or $400. It gives you every capability that this camera has to offer. Now, do I use all of it? No. I'm still learning this camera as I go. There's so much to unpack. And honestly, this isn't the best beginner-friendly camera, but if you do want to maximize all the capabilities of this camera, I'm thinking long-term as I continue to learn, this SD card will allow you to maximize every possible feature. Next thing is the Sony MRW G2 CF Express Type A, and that is the SD card reader.
Pretty small. Memory card goes in the front here, connects in via USB-C on the back, and that's how you pull the files off this thing to drag them onto your computer. So then I have the Sony NP FC100 rechargeable batteries. That's these guys. Pretty small. I actually haven't run out of battery life, so I have 2 of these for all the vlogging YouTube stuff I've done. 2 should serve you well unless you're just recording a lot of footage. I would like to add a 3rd just as a backup, but again, I've taken 2 out with me. Even today, we've been filming for a while, and I just switched to my 2nd battery pretty recently. So 2 should go a pretty long way.
Next is the Sony charger. So that is the Sony BC QZ1 battery charger. Next is the Leica Q2. So this is my street photography camera. This is not a beginner camera. You will tell from the price too. You're getting up into more like the $6,000 range. You don't need this expensive of a camera. I just love the build quality. I love the way it looks. I love the lens. It's super sleek.
And I just love the quality of the image. You can crop in pretty tight and the image quality is still there. So if I find a good video out there that kind of goes into more of the tech specs, I'll link that below. But I haven't gone over any tattoo videos yet, but this tattoo, if you've seen it on my arm, this is actually the camera that got me into street photography. This is the Fuji Film X100F. I know the X100Vs, which was the newest one, were like impossible to get a hold of. Everyone seemed to be buying that camera for whatever reason. And there's good reason for it, because for the price, it's a super awesome camera. So if you're looking for something that's super sleek, doesn't have any logos on it, I would honestly go with that one. I had that camera for a long time and loved it.
But with the Leica Q2, it comes with the camera charger, or the battery charger. So it comes with that. It comes with one battery. And the Leica batteries are called the Leica BP SCL4. So I have 2 of these. They last me all day. I don't think you really need more than 2. Everything Leica is pretty expensive. So again, just be prepared to spend some money. But the build quality is there.
And then same thing with the Leica, to protect your lens. I'll take the lens cap off if you can see it. Actually, let me unscrew the hood here. So same thing, again, because it's Leica, it's overpriced.
But Leica E49 UVA2 filter. So it literally just screws on the front of the lens. You can see it there on the front. If you're going to spend $6,000 on a camera, this thing I think was like 150 bucks. And get it. Again, you don't want to scratch your lens, especially on a lens that's fixed to your camera.
And then with the Leica camera, I typically, this really comes down to your style for street photography, and I'm going to make some videos around this, but I don't like the camera sitting on my neck.
I like to be a little bit more incognito. I'm a pretty quiet walker in general, as my old coworkers have told me, but I like this Peak Design wrist strap. So it has this nice metal slider on it that you just kind of pull on it this way, and you can slip your hand through and just tighten it like that. I think it's really, really good because it kind of keeps everything out of the way. I can just hold it like this, and if I don't want people to notice the camera in my hand, you can just keep it down on your side and pull it up really quickly. So for me, I love the wrist strap. I know some people prefer kind of the shorty neck straps. Personal preference there, but for like 60 bucks, I thought this was a really, really good addition. And then outside of the Leica camera, I have the LaCie hard drive. So this is the 4 terabyte. This is personal preference. This is just the USB-C version. There's so many different drives out there if you need more or less storage, but these are the ones I use.
I use the Delkin dual suction cup camera mount. So if you've seen my car vlogs, that is something that actually mounts the FX30 to my windshield when it's, when it's focused on me.
I think it holds the weight of the FX30. It's pretty light in general, but holds the weight of the FX30 pretty well. If you're using a GoPro or something like that, it'll easily hold it, but literally just suction cup mounts to a window or wherever you want to mount it. And then the last thing is the Manfrotto 12-liter Street Slim camera backpack. So that's this guy. Pretty small. Again, I'm going for a minimal setup here. So it has a front load option. So where if I unzip this, you got everything you need to store, you know, your main cameras. Like an FX30 right on the front, and then you can have some accessories. So I keep the shotgun microphone in here too. And then it has the top load. So kind of in there, you got room for your laptop. I keep all my chargers kind of in these pockets here, and just suction cup mount kind of goes in this bigger area.
Enough to store kind of a minimal setup. I'd like to get a waterproof bag just for a little bit more protection, since some of these things are pretty expensive, but that's it. That's my whole bag. Would you add anything? Do you have a bag kind of similar?
So far, after shooting for 3 months, I love this setup. I think I'm going to have this setup for a long time. And honestly, I don't really feel a need to spend more money on lenses and things like that. All right, so now that we broke down my entire gear bag, let's look at a more budget-friendly option. Like I mentioned in my previous video when I was out in the snow, you don't need a huge camera. So if I was starting over and I didn't have a big budget, I would maybe consider using my iPhone and getting a good external mic for that. Or I would use this guy. So this is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And this is my friend Ryan's. He's kind of let me walk through it today, and he's been showing it to me the last couple times that we've hung out. This thing's a beast for what it is. I think it's around like $600 or $700. But pretty cool. It comes with some accessories, which I'll break down. And again, I think it's a really good budget option. It's small, it's portable, really good for like that vlogger YouTube style. It's even got like a product showcase mode that kind of goes in focus very easily, but comes with this nice case. So this thing kind of gives you room for holding all your accessories that it comes with. Nice feel and just a good compact case to keep everything in there. Again, obviously you get the actual camera. It's got the little flip screen in the back. So this just thing turns and then it turns right on. Flip that, turn it off. I'll link to Unbox Therapy below, who does a really good job explaining kind of the details. He shoots a whole video with this, so I'll link that below. It comes with an extended handle. So these pieces, you can see from the bottom, they just literally plug into the bottom of this guy. So it kind of gives you a little bit extra of a little more grip for a handle. Comes with an extended battery, so a little bit bigger version of the thing that I just showed. Again, clips right into the bottom to give you a bigger handle if you're, you know, shooting vlog style like that. Comes with a little tripod that screws into the bottom of the extended battery or handle. So both of these have the little screws in the bottom to screw in that tripod. So that's kind of cool. And then it also comes with the DJI Mic 2 wireless mic. So this thing's cool. I actually use this for shooting through some of this video. It's really, really tiny. I mean, you can see from the size of my finger, it's pretty small. You can clip it on your shirt. I had it clipped earlier, just kind of on my shirt like this. It also comes with this little magnet piece. So if you want to put it under your shirt and kind of have the magnet sitting somewhere else, audio quality is really good. And it also syncs right up to this guy. So I think they make an accessory piece. I'll have to look, but it basically like sits off to the side and kind of aims at you like that. So, but I think the quality is really, really good. And again, for like $600 or $700 to have everything you need, really good option for a small portable thing that you can just take with you everywhere you go. All right, so that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing this. I want to thank my friend Brian for helping me out. He was kind of doing the DJI work for all the B-roll shots. We were just having fun today, kind of hanging out in this co-working space and trying new stuff. So that's what it's all about in the beginning, is experimenting, keep trying new things. If you're a new YouTuber, what's your budget look like? What do you currently use? What would you pick out of these options? Would you go the Sony route or the bigger camera, kind of more the mirrorless or the DSLR route? Or would you go the DJI, so I can't say that, DJI Osmo Pocket 3? I love how small it is. You can take that thing everywhere. You can have that thing in your backpack or basically have it in your pocket, pull it out, shoot, and put it away. There's a lot of benefits to something being that small and still being able to shoot, you know, 4K quality video. Like I mentioned in my previous video, don't get caught up in the gear. Do research, kind of think long term too, so you're not constantly spending, but find something that you're gonna have for a while and just pick something. Don't get caught up in the constant research where you just never decide. Pick something, go with it, make it work. You'll slowly figure it out. Don't get frustrated in the beginning. Thank you so much. If you're new, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. Punch the like button below and
Punch me in the face.
help YouTube recommend this video to other people. I'm going to keep making these videos regardless, but it does help to have your support, and I'm looking forward to see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.
So welcome back to the channel. This is Flonaut. I'm Brad. For all of you, I gotta get used to you walking too. Hold on. Woo!
Hey, what's up? I'm Brad. Today we're going to be doing the ZV blah 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 versus the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Let's get into it. What? There's gotta be a fucking way, dude. Why won't you spin? Did you press that button? Oh, damn it. I thought I did it.